We straight killers, bro.
What up, what up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm J. We are locked in. I told y'all we were going to try to do a first reaction. And here we are, episode 3. Go ahead and rate the episode real quick. I'm still getting things together. I'm tired as hell. I've been up since 5 o'clock. Watched the episode. Well, like 5:30, I ain't gonna lie to you. But rate the episode. And what, Miss Renee, what I tell you, Stefano is not gonna let Rock move work in Manhattan. I knew this was coming. I knew that was coming. I said, Stefano don't give a damn about what Rock got going on. We not letting you move work in New York City. We sent the young bull. We sent the young bull Kanan. We just talked about this less than 6 hours ago. I was telling y'all, Stefano ain't letting Rock move no work. I don't care if it's Manhattan. I don't care if it's Brooklyn, the Bronx, South Queens, Staten Island, Jersey, Connecticut, Wisconsin, Arkansas. We not letting her move any work. That's not gonna work. You can't move work. And now Jukebox is over here working at the shop. She might as well make it work at Monet's bar, at Monet's bar. You know, they ain't making no money over there. Yeah, all right. The drive-by. I said I would have had them doing a little family talking first, but we opened it up with Breeze stepping on something. What up, all in, all I see? All right, yeah. Now we pick it up. Again, I give this an 8 because we gradually getting better. A 7 and an 8 isn't bad, but we know what Raising Kanan is capable of. We know what they can present to us. So yeah, this one I give an 8. The first 2 were 7s in my book. This one I'm giving an 8. Mainly I give it 8 because we got some action. We want to see Breeze and Kanan. We don't care what Rock got going on. We don't care what Marvin got going on. At least I don't. At least I don't. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as you come in. All right, we're getting somewhere. I mess with it. It's already extremely hot in here. It's 75 degrees right now. I got the curtains closed. Yeah. But we out here. That's all that matters. Marvin over there talking to Flossie. He just found out what a mitzvah is. A biscuit. What did she say it was? It was a biscuit. What? Marvin said what? So you step up to the mic at 13 and you start spitting. All right, look at Marvin. He figured things out. Detective Garcia. We all got a price. We all got a price. I ask you all right now, put a realistic number in there. What is your price? If I was a cop and I was to go crooked, what would my price be? This is 92. 50 bands. 50 bands is my price. 50 bands, shit. I'll be a crooked cop. Back then in 92. Nowadays, it's gonna cost at least a half a ticket. 500. Yeah, if I was a cop now, it'd cost about 500,000 for me to go crooked. You know what I mean? But back then, 50,000. Oh yeah, that'd be more than enough for me. That's all I need. I don't need too much. Hell, just for um just for giving some information about King working with Breeze, that's a little 500 piece, a little $300-$400. I could do that. 30,000. Yeah, if we're being realistic, in 1991, 92, in the early 90s, 30 to 50,000 would be enough for me to make some shake. Now, if we talking about like knocking people off, yeah, it's gonna be a little more like 75. But if you just want me to be around and allow you guys to move dope and stuff, yeah, 50,000. I probably do on a regular chill day like right now. I take 35,000. I take 35,000. I don't think that's too much to ask for. She's openly snitching in the barbershop. Hell, he need that money. He need that money. Back then, getting your haircut was probably about $8, but shit, you got that $8. You need a little bit of gas. What if you got, what if you got a little date or something tonight? That extra $200 in your pocket is gonna go a long way. You know what I mean? Y'all, y'all don't look at it from the man's perspective. He getting clean for a reason. He ain't just getting a haircut just to get a haircut to go to work. Nah, he got something lined up. B. Hayes said 50 is a good number. Hey, now we're starting to see Breeze is becoming a problem. This nigga's wild. I mean, it's a necessary wild though. When we taking over the blocks, it's a necessary wild. It's not like, well, we haven't seen it yet. You right, Shy. We haven't really seen what all Breeze is gonna do. But as of right now, it is the necessary craziness that we need to see from him. What do we have? Jukebox is getting into the action. Jukebox working at the bar. Jukebox getting some cutty. Jukebox might actually. Jukebox is probably going to use Garcia to protect her brother. Hey, you seen that, B. Hayes? I made sure. I got that one. I know exactly what you talk about. 100%. Where Kanan was staying at. 304. Hey, hmm. So Flossie still has her own operation. Did y'all peep that? Flossie is working with Rock and them. They dropping off work, getting paid, and bringing it back. But Flossie had a job for her. I forgot what they said her name was, but she's doing work for Flossie. So Flossie is double. I won't say double dipping because this was her business prior to linking up with Rock. That nigga Pookie Jenkins is in here. What up now? Remember for 29 months. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Was that apartment Breeze got hit in? What, this apartment or the apartment they working in? Yeah, this might, you know what? This might be Breeze's apartment. This might be where Breeze lives and Kanan use it. Cause I don't think this is a hotel. No, it wasn't a hotel. Cause they had the guy up front. Well, that was to the other business. That was when she was dropping it off at the law firm. Yeah, I don't know whose apartment this is. Unless this is a hotel. This might just be a hotel that Kanan, you know what I mean? That Kanan got for this. But I wonder, well, Stefano knows. Because I was going to say, how did we get in contact with Flossie? But Stefano knows about Flossie and Pino. So he probably put in an anonymous call to Flossie. Hey, Flossie, we need a new girl, room 304. Turn out it's Kanan sitting in the damn. Hey, Stefano, everyone put a 5 in the chat for Stefano. Stefano is running some shit. He ain't letting Rock move nothing. I like this. This is what we want to see. I want to see the street shit. I don't want to see the family kumbaya. That's not what I tuned in to raising Kanan for. We didn't raise Kanan. We had 4 seasons to raise Kanan. This nigga's an adult now. We need to see the street shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? We need to see the street shit. But thank you to our boy Stefano, who was actually putting shit together. Pino got another thing coming. He think he about to just come out here, have Rock out here running and moving dope in the streets without our consent. No, no, no. This is what I've been wanting to see from Stefano. See him be that real deal. All right, so that's cool. Y'all see Rocket starting to have flashbacks. The PTSD is kicking in. She said, Marvin, let's talk in the kitchen. He said, go get the water and bring it back in here. She said, nigga, I want to talk in the kitchen. Where's the promo for next episode? Well, I don't show it on here because a lot of people that are going to be watching this app, like the replay, they probably haven't seen it. And plus, I haven't cut it up anyway. But I got the episode 4 trailer. Believe me. But I tend to, until Saturday, I talk just specifically about the episode. I try not to bring the trailer in because when I do my breakdowns, I don't want to be giving predictions off of what the trailer is. But I will have the trailer broken down this evening. So at noon Eastern, it will be up. The trailer will be up, cut up and everything. If you look at Garcia's house, you start to realize why he needs that money. You see the door over here, the screen door? It ain't on the door. It ain't on the door. That was the first thing I seen when she pulled up and she was like, you look like you need the money. And we had these same raggedy ass rose bushes at my mama's house. They never grew. What up, Kendall? He thought hard about that too. He was sitting at the house. He was looking at these loud ass kids running around. He got a kid on the way. I could use that money. And I thought Garcia was going to be one of the last good cops. Cops ain't worth the damn in the Power universe. Either they can't get their job done or they go dirty. But they always say we can't trust the police, man. Mm-mm-mm. Nah, for real. We had in front of our old house, we had a rose bush. When you go up our stairs to the right side, it was a raggedy ass rose bush, and I always remembered as a kid. Maybe like one rose it'd grow, but the rest of it just be trash. It was trash. Like the bulbs would never fully like blossom or bloom. What's going on, Miss T? Damn. But I'll say Marvin really didn't want Jukebox. He didn't want Jukebox to be working at the bar, but all Juke is doing, Juke's a little alcoholic. Let's be real. Juke is a little alcoholic, man. Juke be going to the clubs, drinking beers. She be throwing them beers back too. Now she at the bar, don't know how to make no drinks. You know what I mean? When did she become a bartender? Juke up there just, hey, we got vodka, we got cognac, and we got a little tequila. Oh, and we got some whiskey in the back too, but that's it. It ain't no mix. It's just straight. That's all you getting from Rock. I mean, not Rock, from Jukebox. Jukebox don't know a damn thing about making drink. Jukebox knows about eating some ground. That's what Juke. That's all Juke. All Juke is good for right now is getting some. Juke getting more than anybody. Juke getting more than me, and I'm like, damn. I should act like Marvin. Well, Marvin said he ain't paying for none. But he did go and talk to the pastor though, and he wants to give whoever did this to his brother that pain. What's going on, Ron? Yeah, Rock, you like yeah, Marvin. Yeah, it went from Rock getting all the action to now it's Jukebox. We took over the streets. What up, Dannon? My thing is, let's be honest. If we're gonna go way more in depth with this tonight, we're definitely doing a live tonight, guys. We're gonna finally get us one in, at least a little 4-piece. Um, let me ask y'all this: if you work on a corner and you have someone you work for per se unique ain't been around. If some new niggas step up, you one don't have a boss, you two don't have no product, three you ain't eating because we know you're not eating because unique ain't have no work. If Breeze comes up to me and he's like, nigga, we taking over this block, we was about to link y'all up with us, the first thing in my mind isn't, nigga, I'm gonna stand on business. We ain't seen this nigga unique. Arc Bar is dead. So whoever these niggas are, whoever they is, whoever this be, then nigga, we working with y'all. Y'all can be like, Mo, man, that's some soft shit. Yeah. If it was me from the outside looking in, I'm like, these niggas is some hoes. But I'm trying to make it home at the end of the night with shit. What up, Breeze? My name Mo. You know what I'm saying? These the niggas, these the blocks and shit. You say we were supposed to be linking up. I do know that Unique, you know what I'm saying? I do know that Unique was linking up with Snaps and Pops and shit. Oh, that's your uncle and auntie? Okay, I get it. Well, yeah, these are the blocks. These are my dogs. What we own. We linking up. Niggas be too prideful. And a mind full of scared is better than a mind full of lead. These niggas talk about, yeah, well, these are blocks. They get the bucking. You don't even make it out the block. You died on the block. I don't know about you, but I ain't trying to die on the block. I ain't trying to die at all, but let alone die on the block for some shit that we ain't even got. What up, Power is Fire? As soon as he came up, like, yeah, it don't look like Neek around. And then you got goddamn Mo on the side, fucking Kanan talking about, yeah, it don't look like you around anywhere. I'm like, all right, well, yeah, we ain't seen Unique. The last time we seen Unique, this bitch ass nigga was running up out of New York City. These are the same two little niggas, because both these niggas about 5'6". These the same two little niggas, Spider-Man and Kanan. These two little niggas ran Unique off the street. You think I'm sitting around to get ran off the street too? No, we teaming up. We working together, right? That's what we doing, right? Getting shot. To hell with that. I ain't going out like that, man. Not me. Y'all can. I don't want to. I want to stay alive for a little bit. Let me make it to episode 4. Can I make it to episode 4? This nigga looking like, what's the dude name on Get Out? That's who he look like. Nigga, you should have got out the game when you could. As soon as we heard that Arc Bar was dead, oh, nigga, it's time to leave it alone, man. We leaving the corners alone, man. This, you know what? Drugs ain't good, guys. Y'all say no to drugs. That's what I would have been telling them. I would been telling my corner boys, hey, man, drugs. Hey, man, the block is hot, nigga. Y'all got it. Y'all cool. Y'all got it. Because what are they out here doing? These niggas had a bag of Doritos with they dope in it. Well, it wasn't called Doritos or some other shit. But these niggas ain't got nothing. These niggas ain't worth a damn. I move more dope than these niggas, and I don't even sell dope. Them niggas had 5 packs left. I can't even say 5 packs because a pack comes with 10. So they didn't even have a pack left. You know what I mean? They had 5 Lucy's. That's what they had. They had 5 Lucy's in that motherfucker and 1 Cool Ranch. I would have been and left that block, man. They talking about Mo. You got to get that money though, Mo. The hell no, nigga. That money ain't that important. They ain't making no money. It was 7 niggas out there. One nigga gets shot. So we only had 2 deaths that I seen. We had this first dude, and then when the drive-by happened, remember, this wasn't a move, it was just a message. I only seen one guy laying on the ground. So I think there was only 2 because the other guy that got hit, he jumped to the right. But if you watch right before it cuts to the cops showing up, you see him getting up. So it looks like it was only 2 bodies this episode. I'll go back for further review in a bit. Yeah. Rock's trying to sell the plaza. The realtor is like, man, there was a body in there. So they're talking about the B-Rilla body. So the B-Rilla body. Are they talking about B-Rilla's body? They got to be talking about B-Rilla's body. So the plaza ain't worth the damn. We bought the bar from Shirley. The bar ain't worth the damn. We got the girls coming in. That's our main source of income. But correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Did Rock and them have a pallet of dope? Was it a pallet of dope that Rock and them had? Because tonight, when I do this deep dive, we're going to look at this and we're going to see if working with Flossie is realistically beneficial. Because if my memory serves me correct, this business that they had with Flossie, this shit ain't going to work. I'm just going to be real with y'all. This business is not going to work when they had a whole fucking pallet and they got 4 girls. I know they probably let's just say they got 10 girls. Let's just say they got 10 girls. This shit is not going to work. They're dropping off packets with like 10 in there. There's no way fucking possible that they're going to be able to move a pallet of dope through 10 girls dropping off one little envelope. These girls aren't carrying big ass bags, satchels, and shit. They're carrying an envelope from USPS that they put that motherfucker in and they seal it up. There's no way. I'm sorry, guys. And y'all know tonight we're going to look at that pallet. Then we're going to analyze how much dope did the first guy get that they dropped off, because it looked like 6 packets in there. Little pieces, probably about $50 a piece, so about $600. Let's just say $500 for what they done dropped off. 50 little 10. Yeah, we'll just say 50 for 10. But they're paying prime money, but unless this was just the initial drop off and pickup. Yeah, yeah, Rock's business was the housing projects, but she ain't got that no more. We're talking about moving a pallet. When you're doing one trip, you're picking up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you picking up 8. This ain't, it's going to take for them to go through one brick. It's going to take at least 25 trips between the girls. It's going to take 25 trips to move this much for one brick. And that probably ain't even a whole brick. This is how much they moving. They have envelopes. It's not like they carrying duffel bags to drop this off, unless we start seeing that later on. But you wouldn't want these girls who are walking around by themselves when these niggas is junkies to be carrying like a whole pound, a whole brick. You know what I mean? Yeah, guys, I get they're going to make a lot of money off of this. But what I'm saying is they have to move this. This shit is knee high, guys. Look at this. This is a whole pallet. So we're moving this much in quantities like this. So we're moving this for this for this. Even Marvin looking at it like, nigga, that's a lot of fucking work to move. That's a lot of fucking work to move. Now I know it's TV magic. Of course, next time we see him, they're gonna probably have like half the pallet moved, which I'm fine with. But you guys know how we are. We just looking at it like that's a lot of walking in them heels. You know what I mean? They say these boots are made for walking. They don't say these heels are made for walking. And to go all the way to Manhattan, all the way back to Queens, because you gotta pick it up, drop it off, bring the money back, and then get another pack. And then some of these girls ain't even making multiple routes. She dropped this off and Flossie said, don't forget about our business selling pussy. Don't forget about our business. Go sell some, go sell some on the side. Yeah. The booger sugar to the right, the honey to the left. She said, don't get them confused. You still work for Floss Dog. You know what I mean? So you need to go to put that floss on and go over there and show that nigga the floss. Yeah, let's not forget it. Sometimes you got two jobs. You got priorities. Flossie's like, yeah, of course we're gonna work with you, Rod. But I got my own thing going. It's called a circus where we sell cat. Yeah, it's the veterinary clinic. Yeah, and the vet, we the vet over here. We fixing cat. Don't think we about to be working all night selling a little bit of yun. We need to go make some money yun. You know what I mean? We gotta split that dope money two ways. When it comes to selling that cat, we getting that one way. What is it? Oh yeah, it's 2,500 an hour, honey. Yeah, yeah, they making more off of going to sell it than they are moving it. You know what I mean? They making more selling it than moving it. You know what I mean? You know, when you moving it, there's all kinds of hands in the pot. You got Rock's hands in there. You know Rock got them sticky ass fingers. Rock get in there. You never know what Rock coming up out of there with. Then you got Flossie got to get in there, and you got to pay the girl. And all that money ain't profit. Why ain't it profit? Oh, that's right. We got to move a pallet. So the bulk of that money goes back to Rock, who's going to go back to Haslam to make the deadline. Now, when you selling that cat is just $2,500 for the hour. That's 2,000 to Flossie, 500 to the girl. Now that 2,000 in the hour sounds way better than me getting 250 out of you going to Manhattan and back to Queens. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? And then they got to break off Pinot. That's a lot of motherfucking work. That's a lot of hands in there. You see what I'm saying? So when you start thinking financially, the overhead is here. The profit is here. But if you selling cat, there's no product. When you selling cat, it's tax free. When you selling round, you ain't got to worry about Pinot getting a cut because that's flossy business. All I gotta do is get the supplies to clean up, the feminine supply. Get some Dove, take a bar of soap over there with you, go clean up. 2,500 in an hour is better than getting like $400 off of a pack. I'm just saying when we gonna break this down. You know what I mean? I'm hey, I guys, don't look. You know how I am. Don't look at me any your kind of way. I didn't write this up. I'm not the one that said go to room 304. I didn't write that in the script. You know I'm a wholesome guy. I wouldn't have women doing anything they didn't want to do on this show. But these ladies like selling that round. And that money good. That money is good. I didn't write the script. Shout out to Tommy Egan. Tommy Egan directed this one. Tommy Egan said do that. So we gonna point any fingers at the round. We gotta point fingers at Tommy Egan. Tommy Egan directed this one. Shout out to Joseph Secor. Yeah, he did his thing. He did his thing. All right. We'll break that down this evening. We definitely gonna break that down this evening. Let's see what we got. Y'all know I got work, so I'm trying to squeeze as much time. I told them, hey man, stomach hurting a little bit. I'm being a little later. But yeah, it's 7:30. I probably do like 10 more minutes and I gotta get the hell up out of here. But let's see. So that was episode 2. Yeah, back to episode 3. What y'all think about Taz? He finally confronted Kanan. He finally confronted Kanan about Taz. I was here before you, and I'm gonna be here after you, Kanan. Hey, nigga, what? You fucking up my count. He told him you fucking up my count. Man, the white boys came over here talking reckless. How everybody on the block telling this nigga Taz, yeah, man, we heard you getting passed over. You're like, man, don't you say that. Don't you say that. Like, nah, man, they just saying you getting passed over, bro. They not saying it as it's a bad thing, but what they are saying is, nigga, they looking past you. They not saying it's a bad thing. They just saying they looking past you, man. Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for me. Tune in tonight. I think I'm gonna start around 8 p.m. Eastern. Cause I'm gonna probably do like 2. I'm probably gonna start at 2 in the morning my time, 2 or 3. So about 8 p.m. Eastern, we're gonna do the after show where we're actually gonna discuss all of the characters, go over their storylines, do it the same way we used to. You know what I mean? It's been a while. We're gonna actually do a thorough breakdown. We'll be making references back to the first 2 episodes because we haven't really spoke about them. But what y'all got, man? Overall, do y'all like the direction that this season is going in? Oh, yeah. When he told Kanan, you'll never be above me. Yeah, that was good too, right there. So, dinner. Gotta make a decision, Kendall. It's either us or the streets. Marvin was like, man, I heard you working with Neek. Said, you know, Neek ain't even around no more. We don't even know where he at anymore. Yeah, I got again the first 2 episodes, in my opinion. I gave the first 2 episodes 7s. I gave this one an 8 because we picking it up, man. This is where I wanted them to pick the season up. How this episode started, that's what I was expecting, like episode 1 and 2. I didn't want to ease into this. This the last season, guys. We need that action, but we finally got to where I wanted us to be, and I appreciate this. Now, at what point do we find out that Kanan killed Lulu? You know what I mean? We can't just keep delaying this because Marvin wants to give that pain to whoever did that to Lulu. Marvin's really going through it. What up, Beatrice? This is the better episode of all of them. Kanan, hey, what y'all think about Kanan closing the door and saying, all right now, gangster? Hey, what y'all think about Kanan? Hey, Kanan getting slick, ain't he? See, that's the thing. When you get a little bit of money in your pocket, people say you shouldn't change up when you get money. But shit, I ain't the same nigga I was when I was broke. You know what I mean? I got a little bit of money. I got corners now. Kanan like, I got corners now. I got corners now. If you want a job, let me know. You know what I mean? Let me know. I'm hearing y'all niggas is up in Manhattan, but if you want a job, let me know. Oh man, we break this shit down tonight. It's gonna be a good one. I tell you that for sure. For sure. Yeah, who the fuck is Breeze? Kanan closed that door. Said, "All right, gangster." Now, in Marvin's credit, Marvin is a bigger gangster than Kanan. Now, when Kanan becomes an OG, um, I still might have. I still, even knowing who OG Kanan is, obviously we don't know about everything he did as an adult. But Marvin is a bigger gangster than Kanan ever was. Like Marvin was sliding with the mob. Marvin was pulling hits. Kanan, OG Kanan did, you know what I'm saying? He did delete his cousin. He did get rid of the old lady. But Marvin was really like that though. We see Marvin in the bar knocking shit down. Marvin was going at it with Sal and them. Marvin was at the apartment complex, the bays. You know, he was in Jamaica when he was doing his shooting. Yeah, so Marvin is a bigger gangster than Kanan, in my opinion. But obviously, you know, the time difference. So Kanan really couldn't be wilding out like that. Plus, James and them got his ass locked up. Will Stefano die? I think eventually, yeah. I think Pino and them will get his ass out of here. Especially once they find out. Well, it might take a while. Because with Kanan talking to the girl, this is just all a build up. Like, hey, you know, I fuck with you. And then she gonna probably be like, you know, I can get you some work or whatever. And that's where Kane is going to find, okay, so this is, you're the ones moving it for her. And then they could start either robbing the girls or something of that nature. Or Kanan could probably convince the girls, hey, we got it for a better price. Y'all start working for us, leave Flossie in them. But either way, I called this last night. I knew Stefano wasn't going to let Rock just continue to work. And then when he told Kanan, I don't even know what reference he said, talking about like a scale on a fish off the pier or some shit like that. I'm sitting there with Kanan looking like, what do you mean? We be talking about? Gave Kanan that wine though. But yeah, I like this. I like this. This is exactly what we do, guys. But I do got to get up out of here. Like I said, I got to go to work. It's 7:30 in the morning. Got up about 5:45 ish. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Tonight we're gonna go live around 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern for sure. We're gonna go live tonight. Next week I'll be in Portugal, so I'm gonna try to do a live out there. The weekend after that, something came up. I might be in Paris for it's the Quay 54. It's the biggest street ball tournament in the world. So I might be going to that. You know, summer's here, guys, and I apologize that I'm not doing as many lives. It's hot as hell. We're under a heat a heat alert. It's just, it's a lot going on right now. Internet be going in and out. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This is the first reaction for episode 3 of the Raising Kanan Power Book 3, season 5. We got 5 episodes left. 5 episodes left, man. But I like it though. Shout out to Stefano. Shout out to Kanan, Breeze, Marvin, Rock, Juke. Flossie, you get a shout out too. Pino, you get a shout out too. And Taz, we're going to give you one too, but we're going to give you one after Snaps and Pops. Yeah, shout out to Taz. But y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Oh, NL, I'm definitely living my best life, you know. Again, I've already spent, I have a $15,000 to $20,000 budget each year that I set aside just for traveling. I've already exhausted over half just from the beginning of June till now. And then I'm about to throw Paris on the back end of it. So I'm probably about to be around 65-70% of my budget just within a month. Like, but it's all good, you know. This is what I moved back to Europe for. I appreciate you guys. We're gonna get these lives in. It's just once the summer hits, you know, I gotta get on that road, man. I gotta get on that road. But we'll have the trailer breakdown tonight. We'll have the recap up tomorrow. We'll do the live tonight, and we'll have our daily breakdowns. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that subscribe button, man. I appreciate y'all guys. I'm out of here for real this time. Remember, you can run, but you can't hide. Always have a plan. Don't drink and drive. Y'all have a great day at work, man. I appreciate you. You can run, but you
hide.